Way up in the north in Old Tyrone, there's a pretty little girl I call my own. She's the sweetest rose Ireland's ever grown. And sure as the moon and stars above, I'm falling head over heels in love with a pretty little girl from Omagh in the county of Tyrone. There's cute little girls in Ulster, they're just as pretty in Monaghan. This to every roving eye is known. But I guess that I'd be out of bounds, 'cause there between the northern towns there's a pretty little girl from Omagh in the county of Tyrone. She wears my ring and tells a friend she's going to marry me. Best of all, she tells them all she's happy as can be. Oh, lucky me. Well, I don't know what you've done to me. There's nothing else my eyes can see but my pretty little girl from Omagh in the county of Tyrone. 'Twas down in the south in Old Tremor, I recall the yellow dress she wore. She strolled along the shore there all alone. But I guess it was my lucky day, she came there on holiday, my pretty little girl from Omagh in the county of Tyrone. She wears my ring, tells a friend she's going to marry me. Best of all, she tells them all she's happy as can be. Oh, lucky me. Well, I don't know what she's done to me. There's nothing else my eyes can see but a pretty little girl from Omagh in the county of Tyrone. My pretty little girl from Omagh in the county of Tyrone. I've met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. For sure a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away, and precious things are dreams unto an exile. They take him to a land across the sea, especially when it happens he's an exile from that dear lovely Isle of Innisfree. And when the moonlight peeps across the rooftops of this great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely see the beauty or the magic. I'm once again back home in Innisfree. I wander o'er green hills and dreamy valleys, and find a peace no other land could know. I hear the birds make music fit for angels, and see the rivers laughing as they flow. And then into a humble shack I wander, my own sweet home, and tenderly behold the folks I love around the turf fire gathered. On bended knee the rosary is told, but dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten. When we are back to stare reality, and though they pave the footpaths here with gold dust, I still would choose my Isle of Innisfree. I still would choose my Isle of Innisfree. Sing me an old Irish song, bring back the dreams that have gone. Sing me a love once so strong, bring me the days when we were young and true, and I love you. And that old Irish song's calling me back to my home, where once again we'll sing along to an old Irish song. I see the mountains, the valleys, the green fields below me. I walk the highways, the byways, the old people show me. I hear the songbirds, remember the soft words we spoke after dark in the glen. I hear you calling me, your songs recalling me back to those days again. Sing me an old Irish song, bring back the dreams that have gone. Sing me a love once so strong, bring me the days when we were young and true, and I love you. And that old Irish song's calling me back to my home, where once again we'll sing along to an old Irish song. I remember the old days, how I loved the old ways of living. There was more sharing, caring, more loving, more giving. How times have changed, life's been all disarranged since summers we laughed in the rain. But I hear you calling me, your songs recalling me back to those days again. Sing me an old Irish song, bring back the dreams that have gone. Sing me a love once so strong, bring me the days when we were young and true, and I love you. And that old Irish song's calling me back to my home, where once again we'll sing along to an old Irish song. Sing me an old Irish song, bring back the dreams that have gone. Sing me a love once so strong, bring me the days when we were young and true, and I love you. And that old Irish song's calling me back to my home, where once again we'll sing along to an old Irish song. Sing me an old Irish song, an old Irish song. I close my eyes and picture the emerald of the sea, from the fishing boats at Dingle to the shores of Donegal. I miss the river Shannon and the folks at Skibbereen, the moorlands and the meadows with their 40 shades of green. But most of all I miss a girl in Tipperary Town, and most of all I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. I wish that I could spend an hour at Dublin's churning surf. I'd love to watch the farmers drain the bog and spit the turf, to see again the thatching of the straw the woman gleam. I'd walk from Cork to Larne to see 40 shades of green. But most of all I miss a girl in Tipperary Town, and most of all I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. Where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. In the dock a ship was anchored on a bright St. Patrick's Day. On the quay a lass was sighing, sighing, for her lover going away. In her hand she held an emblem, and its parted leaves were three, and her parting words were, darling, look at these and think of me. Three-leaf shamrock, I adore thee. Your 3 leaves I long to see. When there's brighter days in Ireland, I'll come home and marry thee. Just before the ship had started, as she laid her hand on mine, just before that we had parted, she looked with loving eyes so kind to my coat. She pinned an emblem, and its parted leaves were 3, and her parting words were, darling, look at these and think of me. But tonight I am an exile, far from home and far from thee. Next my heart I'll wear your token, love, no matter where I be. And although the seas divide us, and your face I might never see, when there's brighter days in Ireland, I'll come home and marry thee. 3-leaf shamrock, I adore thee. Your 3 leaves I long to see. When there's brighter days in Ireland, I'll come home and marry thee. When there's brighter days in Ireland, I'll come home and marry thee. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, that once was Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. My name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as can be, born hard and lit in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy, like my house that fell to progress. My trade's a memory, and I courted Peggy Dignan, as pretty as you please, a roving child of Mary, from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap, with skin as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham. She took away my soul. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. The years have made me bitter, the gargles dim me brain, 'cause Dublin keeps on changing, and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the net have gone, the Royal long since pulled down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of our town. Fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages spring up along the quay. Me mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Blue hills of Breffni shining in the sun, scenes that I knew so long ago, when in my boyhood barefoot I would run through the fields and the woodlands. I would go down by the river, there's an old swimming hole, where we laughed and played the summer days away. And home in the evening, with the sun sinking low, in the blue hills of Breffni, far away, far away, far away. Blue hills of Breffni, far away. Old memories burning, soon I'll be returning to my blue hills of Breffni, far away. Old thatched cottage standing by the stream, winter nights of story and of song, and the sound of the fiddle that my father used to play, and the music echoed as we sang along. Neighbours would gather round the old turf fire, and they talked about the heroes of the day. Life was all for living in the days when we were young, in the blue hills of Breffni, far away. Far away, far away. Blue hills of Breffni, far away. Old memories burning, soon I'll be returning to my blue hills of Breffni, far away. I had a sweetheart, she was young and fair, and she cared not that I had no wealth or fame. We'd go walking hand in hand along the leafy lane, to the old oak tree where once I carved her name. There we made our promises that we would never part, and our love would last forever and a day. But I went a-roving and left my love behind, in the blue hills of Breffni, far away. Far away, far away. Blue hills of Breffni, far away. Old memories burning, soon I'll be returning to my blue hills of Breffni, far away. To my blue hills of Breffni, far away. Far across yonder blue lies a true fairyland, with the sea rippling over the shingle and sand, where the gay honeysuckle is luring the bee, and the green glens of Antrim are calling to me. Sure, if only you knew how the light of the moon turns a blue Irish bay to a silver lagoon, you'd imagine the picture of heaven it would be, where the green glens of Antrim are welcoming me. Soon I hope to return to my own cushioned dog. It's the one place I know that can outshine them all. Sure, I know every stone, I recall every tree, where the green glens of Antrim are heaven to me. Sure, I'd be where the people are simple and kind, and amongst them there's one that's been in my mind. Oh, I pray that the world would in peace let me be, where the green glens of Antrim are calling to me, where the green glens of Antrim are calling to me. I rode out one morning, going to Dungarvan fair, I spied a pretty maiden with the sunlight in her hair. Her way was so delightful, her voice rang like a bell, and as I overtook her, I asked if she was well. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the Old Dungarvan Oak. As we approached Dungarvan, the girl at me did stare, and she asked me why I raised my hat to a tree so old and bare. I told her of the legend, if the tree should e'er come down, there'd be a great disaster, Dungarvan would be drowned. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the Old Dungarvan Oak. And then she started laughing, my face grew very red. She said that only fools believe what those old legends said. Her laughter was contagious, for the truth to you I'll tell. By the time we reached the marketplace, I began to laugh as well. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the Old Dungarvan Oak. As I sit here by my fireside, it's the autumn of my life, and the darling girl I met that day is now my darling wife. We have a lovely daughter and a son to push my yoke, and all because I raised my hat to the Old Dungarvan Oak. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the Old Dungarvan Oak. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the Old Dungarvan Oak. Reminiscing tonight of days that are gone and returning no more. For the girl I dream of has another man's love, far, far away on a Donegal shore. But why should I care, for she's happy over there. She may have children, she may be wealthy or poor, but I can't help my dreams of what might have been if I stayed at home on my Donegal shore. Now it's winter time there, all the trees will be bare, and the rain clouds will darken my native Meadow. But if that girl I could hold, every raindrop would be gold. It could fall all around us on my Donegal shore. Now there's no one to blame, but before she took his name, when she told me she loved him, it hurt to the core. But I could never descend to be only her friend, so I left her there on my Donegal shore. rain clouds will darken my native Gidor. But if that girl I could hold, every raindrop would be gold. It could fall all around us on my Donegal shore. But if that girl I could hold, every raindrop would be gold. It could fall all around us on my Donegal shore. As the raindrops are falling, I can hear your voice calling, calling me back once again. I've been away for too long, but now I'm coming home, back to your loving arms again. I miss the countryside so fair, and the good folk that live there. I've missed your tender kisses and your smile. Now I'm not too far away, I'm coming home today, and soon my feet will touch my native soil. And we'll do all the old things that we've always done, dancing, romancing together as one. Home is where the heart is, and my heart's with you. No matter where I travel, I'm coming home to you. The taxi cab is waiting as I step down off the plane, 'cause I won't wait to catch the morning train. For now I'm returning where the home fire's always burning, to the one I love who's waiting there for me. And we'll do all the old things that we've always done, dancing, romancing together as one. Home is where the heart is, and my heart's with you. No matter where I travel, I'm coming home to you. Home is where the heart is, and my heart's with you. No matter where I travel, I'm coming home to you. Oh Mary, this London's a wonderful sight, with the people here working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the streets. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I've found there, I might as well be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. I believe that when writing a wish you expressed as to how the fine ladies in London were dressed, well, if you believe me when asked to a ball, fit they don't wear no tops to their dresses at all. Oh, I've seen them myself, and you could not in truth say if they were bound for a ball or a bat. Don't be starting them fashions now, Mary McCree, where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. You remember young Peter O'Loughlin, of course. Well, he's over here at the head of the force. Sure, I met him today. I was crossing the Strand, and he stopped the whole street with one wave of his hand. And there we stood talking of days that are gone, while the whole population of London looked on. But for all his great powers, he's wishful like me, to be back where the dark morns sweep down to the sea. There's beautiful girls here, but never mind. With beautiful shapes nature never designed, and lovely complexions, all roses and cream. But O'Loughlin remarked with regard to the same, that if at those roses you ventured to sip, the colours might all come away on your lips. So I'll wait for the wild rose that's waiting for me, where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. We'll say farewell tomorrow, and we'll leave you for a while, for our music it will take us off far, far from this green isle, to sing in places we haven't been, and the ones that we well know. And we'll always meet the boys from home, wherever we may go. We'll be singing songs of Ireland to the folks in Camden Town, when we play guitars in Boston bars. The friends will gather round. We'll be telling of the homeland, from where they've had to roam. When we get our sights on Sydney's heights, we'll be far, far from home. Now we're grateful for our culture, and we're grateful for the laughs, and we take them with us round the world. They are our arts and crafts, and we know that all our emigrants, they are so proud to be a part of all the songs we sing, wherever we may be. We'll be singing songs of Ireland to the folks in Camden Town, when we play guitars in Boston bars. The friends will gather get our sights unseen these heights, we'll be far, far from home. We're happy with our music, it's what we love to do. And although we sometimes leave this land, we still return to you. And we're proud that we can take afar and leave with them a while, a part of this fair land of ours we call the Emerald Isle. We'll be singing songs of Ireland to the folks in Camden Town. When we play guitars in Boston bars, the friends will gather round. We'll be telling of the homeland, from where they've had to roam. When we get our sights on seeing these heights, we'll be far, far from home. When we get our sights on seeing these heights, we'll be far, far from home. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the vale's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shine. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And if you come when all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I will maybe, you'll come and find the place where I am lying. You'll lean and say, Anna Bay, there for me. And I shall hear those soft you tread above me, and o'er my grave will warmer, sweeter be. Then you sleep in peace until you come to me. Going across to Ireland, will you take me in your car? And I'm sure you'll find my conversation sound. I can pay my way entirely, I'll enjoy your company. Leave me off at any Tipperary town. Sure, there's Cashel, Tip and Laura, Old Boris or Clogheen. You can't leave me where I've never been before. In Roscrea, Dundrum or Carrick, in Thurles or Clonmel, or my birthplace by the town of Templemore. Leave me on the road to Nina, hear the rippling Shannon call, where the Ara mountains join the silver mines. I'd be happy to in Care, where the Galtee shadows fall. I'm at home in any Tipperary town. I relive again the memories of times I used to know, when I let the wandering thoughts invade my mind. And the little town of Emly I left so long ago, how I rue the day I left them all behind. Leave me on the road to Nina, hear the rippling Shannon call, where the Ara mountains join the silver mines. I'd be happy to in Care, where the Galtee shadows fall. I'm at home in any Tipperary town. I'm at home in any Tipperary town. A sight to see, the sunlight on Killarney's lakes means home, sweet home to me. Of nature's many blessings on this emerald isle, I'd give them all to see again your smiling Irish eyes, to stroll again through Antrim's glens and see the waterfall, to sleep beneath the mystic hills in dear old Donegal, or walk the shores of Erin and hear the seagulls cry, but most of all to look into your lovely Irish eyes, to hear again those Shandon bells ringing heavenly beside the laughing waters of the lovely Lee, or listen to the ocean and the wind that sighs, but most of all to see again your smiling Irish eyes. In dreams I see your angel face that aches my lonely heart. The memory when I told you we would have to part. I can't forget that morning when we said goodbye. I can't forget those teardrops in your Irish eyes. I love you and I need you, my lovely Irish eyes. There's always a fire in the kitchen, there's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. A stranger is always welcome, be it any time of night or day. So don't ever feel sad or lonesome, just call as you pass on your way. There's always a fire in the kitchen, there's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. It's seen many happy and sad times, but it still remains through it all. Though times may have changed all around it, there's still a word of welcome in the hall. There's always a fire in the kitchen, there's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, be it only at the closing of your day, you can sit and watch the moon rise over Clare and see the sun go down on Galway Bay, just to see again the ripple of the trout stream. The women in the meadows making hay, or to sit beside a turf fire in a cabin and watch the barefoot gossames at their play. Oh, the breezes blowing o'er the sea from Ireland are perfumed by the heather as they blow, and the women in the uplands digging praties speak a language that the strangers do not know. Oh, the strangers came and tried to teach us their ways. They scorned us for being what we are, but they might as well go chasing after moonbeams or light a penny candle from a star. And if there's going to be a life hereafter, as somehow I feel sure there's going to be, I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea. I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea. The Garden of Eden has vanished, they say, but I know the lie of it still. Just turn to the left at the bridge of Finney and stop when halfway to Cootehill. It's there you'll find it, I know, sure enough, for fortune has come to my call. The grass, it grows green around Ballyjamesduff, and the blue sky is over it all. And tones that are tender and tones that are rough ring over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Ballyjamesduff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. My mother once told me that when I was born, the day that I first saw the light, I looked down the street on that very first morn and gave a great crow of delight. Now most newborn babies appear in a huff and start with a sorrowful squall. But I knew I was born in Ballyjamesduff, and that's why I smiled at them all. The baby's a man now, he's toil-worn and tough, still whispers, come over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Ballyjamesduff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. Kathleen, across the ocean wide and wide, to where your heart has ever been, since first you were my loving bride. The roses all have left your cheeks. I've watched them fade away and die. Your voice is sad whene'er you speak, and tears bedim your loving eyes. Oh, I will take you back, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain, and when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home, Kathleen. I know you love me, Kathleen dear. Your heart was ever fond and true. I always feel when you are near, that life holds nothing dear but you. The smiles that once you gave to me, I scarcely ever see them now, though many, many times I see a darkening shadow on your brow. Oh, I will take you back, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home, Kathleen. Come listen to the story of an exile so forlorn, who's here today, so far away from the land where I was born. But still I smell the heather, oh, I see her lake so grand. For every night it's my delight to dream of my homeland. I can see the homes of Donegal, the hills of Glens. I see the moon behind the hill, the cottage by the lea. I can see my mother's homestead from where the thatching gleams. I'll reach out and touch them when they're in my exile's dream. Every hill and valley, every mountain stream, from the Boyne to the Shannon, from the Lagan to the Lee. Ireland is my homeland, the likes I've never seen. It's my Irish home, far o'er the foam, that's in my exile's dream. Oh, and now that I'm returning to sweet Erin's fragrant shores, my fortune made, my passage paid, my days away are o'er, and in a rustic cottage waits my colleen, Mary Ann. With lips I've missed and long to kiss, I'll take her by the hand, and we'll see the homes of Donegal, the hills of Glenswilly. we'll see the moon behind the hill, the cottage by the lea, and we'll see my mother's homestead from where the thatching gleams. I'll reach out and touch them, no more an exile's dream. I'll reach out and touch them, no more an exile's dream. When they told me that Ireland was heaven, I said that's where I'm longing to stay. Then an emigrant voice said that's my land. If you please, sir, I'll show you the way. You will see smiling faces that greet you with a kid meal of falchions store, and a candle burns bright in the window of a cabin with only one door. When you see the moon rise over Clare and the golden sun kisses the sea, then you're on the right road, sir, for heaven, for it's heaven around Galway Bay. In the church on the hill, neath the moonlight, you can hear the sweet angel's voice sing. It's the angel whose heart I may gladden when I give her my gold clattering. And the colleen who smiles so divinely at the sound of the bells stops to play. Just you turn and say God bless you kindly, and to heaven she'll show you the way. And an old-fashioned lady who greets you says, come in, sir, you're welcome to stay. Then you're on the right road, sir, for heaven, for it's heaven around Galway Bay. Then you're on the right road, sir, for heaven, for it's heaven around Galway Bay. As the today from Derry City. 1,000 memories linger in my mind. Why do I need to go? It's such a pity. And all the dear old friends I leave behind. As I gaze beyond the harbour, I'm recalling familiar names like Doherty and Coyle. Through misty eyes I see the teardrops falling. Goodbye to my old hometown on the Foyle. The spire of St. Eugene seems to vanish in the distance o'er the city way on high. My childhood thoughts I never want to banish. When I wondered if it reaches to the sky. Many thousand miles I'll travel on my journey to a new home on the wild Australian soil. But never can I hope to lose the yearning to return to my old hometown on the Foyle. No, never can I hope to lose the yearning to return to my old hometown on the Foyle. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, like the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. The sun it shone out like a jewel on the lovely hills of Clare, when I strolled along with my sweet love one evening at the fair. Her eyes, they shone like silver streams, with her long, long golden hair. I won the heart of a young sweet lass, my lovely Rose of Clare. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, like the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. Now we walk down by the river banks where the lovely Shannon lies, and listen to the nightingale singing songs for you and I. And now to say goodbye, farewell to all you people there, for I have stolen the heart of one, my lovely Rose of Clare. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, like the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair, and I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. Johnny was born in a mansion down in the county of Clare. Rosie was born by the roadside somewhere in county Kildare. Destiny brought them together on the road near Killorglin one day. 'Neath her bright kilty shawl she was singing, and she stole his young heart away. For she sang, meet me tonight by the campfire, come with me over the hill. Let us be married tomorrow, please let me whisper I will. What if the neighbors are talking? Who cares if your friends stop and stare? You'll be proud to be married to Rosie, who was reared on the roads of Kildare. Think of the parents who reared you, think of the family name. How can you marry a gypsy? Oh, what a terrible shame. Parents and friends, stop your pleading. Don't worry about my affairs, for I've fallen in love with a gypsy who was reared on the roads of Kildare. For she sang, meet me tonight by the campfire, come with me over the hill. Let us be married tomorrow, please let me whisper I will. What if the neighbors are talking? Who cares if your friends stop and stare? You'll be proud to be married to Rosie, who was reared on the roads of Kildare. Johnny went down from his mansion just as the sun had gone down, turning his back on his kinfolk, likewise his dear native town. Facing the roads of old Ireland, with a gypsy he loved so sincere. When he came to the light of the campfire, these are the words he did hear. For she sang, meet me tonight by the campfire, come with me over the hill. Let us be married tomorrow, please let me whisper I will. What if the neighbors are talking? Who cares if your friends stop and stare? You'll be proud to be married to Rosie, who was reared on the roads of Kildare. You'll be proud to be married to Rosie, who was reared on the roads of Kildare. Dear Danny, I'm taking the pen in me hand to tell you we're just out of sight of the land. In a big anchor liner we're sailing in style, and we're sailing away from the Emerald Isle. Oh, a strange sort of sigh seems to come from us all as the waves hit the last bit of Old Dungarvan. Sure, it's good to be you that is taking your tay, where they're cutting the corn around Creeslough the day. Sure, I spoke to the captain and he won't turn around, and if I swam back I'd be apt to be drowned. So I'll stay where I am, for the diet is great, and there's lots of combustibles piled on me plate. Although it is sumptuous, sure I'd swap the whole lot for the owl wooden spoon and the stir about pot. Oh, and Kitty fornenced me a wetting the tay, where they're cutting the corn around Creeslough the day. There's a woman on board that knows Kitty by sight, and we talked of old times till they put out the lights. I'm to meet the good woman tomorrow on deck, and we'll talk about Kitty from here to Quebec. Sure, I know I'm no match for her, no, not the least, with her house and 2 cows and her brother a priest. But the woman declares Kitty's heart's on the say, while mine's with the reapers round Creeslough the day. Ah, goodbye to you, Danny, there's for I think the salt waters got into me head, and it drips from me eyes when I call to me mind the friends and the colleens I'm leaving behind. And sure Kitty herself, when she bade me goodbye, had just the slight trace of a tear in her eye, and a break in her voice when she said you might stay, but please God I'll come back to our Creeslough someday. Over in Killarney, many years ago, my mother sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low, just a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if she could sing that song for me today. Tooraloo-raloo-ra, tooraloo-ra-lie, tooraloo-raloo-ra. Hush, now don't you cry. An Irish lullaby. Oft in dreams I wander to that court again. I feel her arms a-hugging me as when she held me then, and I hear her voice a-humming to me as in days of yore, when she used to rock me fast asleep outside our cottage door. Tooraloo-raloo-ra, tooraloo-ra-lie, tooraloo-raloo-ra. Hush, now don't you cry. Tooraloo-ra-loo-ra, That's an Irish lullaby.
Travelled all round Ireland, from Dublin to Mayo, from Donegal to Kerry, from Leitrim to Sligo. But in all the miles I've travelled, all the roads that I've been down, there's one place I remember best, that's dear old Galway town. If you ever go to Galway and just walk down by the sea, I'm sure you will understand why it means so much to me. You'll see the smiling faces of the people all around. I'll not forget the folks I met in dear old Galway town. When I go across to England and meet the people there, there's some from Cork and Wexford, and others are from Clare. Each one of them are friendly, but I have always found you could not meet no nicer folk than those from Galway town. If you ever go to Galway and just walk down by the sea, I'm sure you will understand why it means so much to me. You'll see the smiling faces of the people all around. I'll not forget the folks I met in dear old Galway town. If you ever go to Galway and just walk down by the sea, I'm sure you will understand why it means so much to me. You'll see the smiling faces of the people all around. I'll not forget the folks I met in dear old Galway town. No, I'll not forget the folks I met in dear old Galway town. How oft do my thoughts in their fancy take flight to the home of my childhood away, to the days when each patriot vision seemed bright, ere I dreamed that those joys should decay. When my heart was as light as the wild winds that blow down the Mardyke through each elm tree, where I sported and played neath each green leafy shade on the banks of my own lovely Lee. Where I sported and played neath each green leafy shade on the banks of my own lovely Lee. And then in the springtime of laughter and song, can I ever forget the sweet hours with the friends of my youth, as we rambled along amongst the green mossy banks and wildflowers. Then too, when the evening sun sinking to rest sheds its golden light over the sea, the maid with her lover, the wild daisies pressed on the banks of my own lovely Lee. The maid with her lover, the wild daisies pressed on the banks of my own lovely Lee. The autumn days are here again, and the night winds chilly blow. The woodlands turn to golden hue, and the harvest moon's aglow. To hear again of days long past to come, no more I know. When I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago, I see again the ocean and the distant sails afar, as the maidens in the meadow strike up dark luck. There was music soft and tender in the winds that whisper low. When I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago. Where are the happy boys and girls who danced the gay quadrilles, or the singer who warbled sweetly the burning granite mill? To hear again at sunset where sweet Afton waters flow, when I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago. Those days are but a memory, like the snows of yesteryear. And when evening shades are falling all alone, I'll shed a tear. On my cheeks I feel the soft touch of the winds that whisper low. When I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago. When I mowed Pat Murphy's meadow in the sunny long ago. As I stand above the starboard bow and watch the ocean foam, as I view each new horizon, I grow further from my home. I'm sailing on a foreign ship that's bound for Montreal, but I'll view the world and make my destination Donegal. I would make my way from Malin to Bundoran through Raphoe, or Port Salin down to Killybegs, by Creeslough and Dunlow. I'd wander round by Barnesmore Gap, on everyone I'd call, there beyond the blue stack mountains, in the town of Donegal. Oh, Donegal, I miss you, and I'll never understand why I left you for these foreign lands against my heart's command. Whatever fortune comes my way, whatever may befall, I know I'll make my final destination Donegal. I would make my way from Malin to Bundoran through Raphoe, or Port Salin down to Killybegs, by Creeslough and Dunlow. I'd wander round by Barnesmore Gap, on everyone I'd call, there beyond the blue stack mountains, in the town of Donegal. I know I'll make my final destination Donegal. Lying in my bedroom in a London hotel, thinking about my folks at home, I hope that they're all well. Thinking about my hometown that I left when I was young, thinking about the place I love, the village garrison. Born and raised in Garrison on a little country farm, I grew up right near this town, the place that I call home. London was the only place to make a few quick bob, so I left my home at 21 to find a decent job. But I'm going back to Ireland in the morning, I'm coming home to Garrison once more. And I'll wander through the village by the lakeside, and I'm gonna walk Loch Melvin's rocky shores. Well, I miss the friendly faces and the lovely countryside. To see a place so beautiful, you travel far and wide. But I can't stand to be away from Melvin's lovely shores, so I'm coming home to Garrison, the village I adore. Yes, I'm going back to Ireland in the morning, I'm coming home to Garrison once more. And I'll wander through the village by the lakeside, and I'm gonna walk Loch Melvin's rocky shores. Yes, I'm going home to Garrison once more.
Oh, then fare thee well, sweet Donegal. my heart from you to part, where I spent many happy days. Farewell to kind relations, I am bound for America. Oh, then Mary, you're my heart's delight, my pride and only care. It was your cruel father who would not let me stay there, but absence makes the heart grow fond, and when I am over the main, may the Lord protect my darling girl till I return again. Oh, I wish I was in sweet Donegal and seated on the grass, and by my side a bottle of wine, and on my knee a lass. I'd call for liquor of the best, and I'd pay before I would go, and I'd roll my Mary in my arms in the town of sweet Donegal. I'm leaving dear old Ireland, I can no longer stay. I have decided to sail west or to the USA. There are many different reasons that have urged me on to go and leave the place where I was born, round the green hills of Sligo. Although I hate to leave this land where I've lived for many years, I find that I must emigrate, though my eyes are filled with tears. For there's nothing left for me to do, no future that I know, and so I have to bid farewell to the green hills of Sligo. I know my friends will disagree, and Father Brown will too. They'll all be trying to tell me that the day I leave I'll rue, and my poor old mother will be sad when I tell her I must go and leave the place
where I was born, round the green hills of Sligo. I'll write a letter now and then to all my friends so dear. I'll tell them all the things I can about my lifetime here. And when I long for memories and days of long ago, I'll think about the neighbours round the green hills of Sligo. Although I hate to leave this land where I've lived for many years, I find that I must emigrate, though my eyes are filled with tears. For there's nothing left for me to do, no future that I know. And so I have to bid farewell to the green hills of Sligo. And so I have to bid farewell to the green hills of Sligo. How sweet is to roam by the sunny sure stream, or to hear the dove coo 'neath the morning sunbeam, where the thrush and the robin their sweet notes entwine on the banks of the Shore that flows down by Mooncoin. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along by your waters so clear. Sounds the lark's merry song. By your green banks I'll wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of Mooncoin. Molly, dear Molly, it breaks my fond heart to know that we two now forever must part. But I'll think of you, Molly, when sun and moon shine on the banks of the Shore that flows down by Mooncoin. Flow on, lovely river, flow gently along by your waters so clear. Sounds the lark's merry song. By your green banks I'll wander, where first I did join with you, lovely Molly, the rose of Mooncoin. With you, lovely Molly, the rose of Mooncoin. know, and loneliness surrounds me, just like a fall of snow. There's people rushing everywhere with nothing much to say. How I miss my hometown with its friendly Irish way. Oh, Ireland, how I miss you and your friendly Irish way. I wish all the world could see your friendliness today. And I'm sorry that I am 5,000 miles away. Oh, Ireland, how I miss you and your friendly Irish way. You won't find any shamrock growing on this land, and you won't find too many who want to shake your hand. No leprechaun story tales and no St. Patrick's Day, and you won't find that warm and welcome friendly Irish way. So with God's eyes upon me and the help of a prayer, I will soon be wealthy, and I'll buy a one-way fare to Dublin on the Liffey or Derry on the Foyle. One day I know I will return to my friendly Irish soil. Oh, Ireland, how I miss you and your friendly Irish way. I wish all the world could see your friendliness today. And I'm sorry that I am 5,000 miles away. Oh, Ireland, how I miss you and your friendly Irish way. Yes, Ireland, how I miss you and your friendly Irish way. Limerick, you're a lady, you're Shannon Water's tears of joy that flow. The beauty that surrounds you, I take it with me, love, where'er I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. Then Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. As children, you and I spent endless days of fun in
winter snow or summer's golden sun. We fished in silver streams, the fabric of my dreams was fashioned by your loveliness, and so I have to say, Limerick, you're a lady, you're Shannon Water's tears of joy that flow. The beauty that surrounds you, I take it with me, love, where'er I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. Then Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. A gift that time has made for travelers on their way, seeking out the beauty of our land. A shrine where children pray and bells ring out to say, thank God we're living just to feel the freedom of each day. Limerick, you're a lady, you're Shannon Water's tears of joy that flow. The beauty that surrounds you, I take it with me, love, where'er I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. Then Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. While waking in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. Then Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known, the one true love that I have ever known.
For fame and for fortune I've wandered the air, but now I've returned to the land of my birth. I brought back my treasures, but only to find they're less than the pleasures I first left behind. For these are my mountains, and this is my glen, the days of my childhood, I see them again. No land ever claimed me, though far did I roam. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. The stream by the road sings my going by. The lark overhead wings a welcoming cry. The lake where the trout lies once more I will see, for it's there that my heart lies, it's there I must be. Kind faces will meet me and welcome me in, and oh how they'll greet me back home again. This night round the fireside old songs will be sung. At last I'll be hearing my own mother's tongue. For these are my mountains, and this is my glen. The days of my childhood, I see them again. No land ever claimed me, though far did I roam. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. For these are my mountains, and I have come home. The lights of London are far behind. The thoughts of homeland are crowding my mind. Familiar places come into view. I see my home now, soon I'll see you. We'll talk to the old folk, they're getting on. Treat them to late nights, sing a few songs. We'll talk of the neighbours and life in the town. There's so much to tell them, the days fly around. This is my homeland, the place I was born in. No matter where I go, it's in my soul. My feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. And then tomorrow we'll take a walk down to St. Mary's, to a sheltered spot. We'll kneel and pray there for the ones who have gone, and hope that they're proud of their wandering son. This is my homeland, the place I was born in. No
soul. My feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. This is my homeland, the place I was born in. No matter where I go, it's in my soul. My feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. Yes, my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. Of all the places I have been, there's only one to fill my dreams. The place that lingers in my mind is the town I've left behind. I've been away now for too many years. I've read all the papers, they told of your tears. Though I've left you with a heart that's been torn, I'm coming home now to the place I was born. That's Belfast. You called to me when I am far away. I think of thee, your black mountain, Cave Hill City Hall, Shaw's Bridge River Lagan. I'm going home to them all. I'll meet friends and relations, each one I'll embrace. We'll pass round the pictures which time can't erase, and it won't be long now till I see them all. Then I'll walk round the Isle streets, and good times I'll recall. In Belfast, you called to me when I am far away. I think of thee, your black mountain, Cave Hill City Hall, Shaw's Bridge River Lagan.
I'm going home to them all. That's Belfast. You called to me when I am far away. I think of thee, your black mountain, Cave Hill City Hall, Shaw's Bridge, River Lagan. I'm going home to them all.